This is our maunga, Matanui. It's like looking forward, like knowing that everything will be okay with us. You're pregnant.
Oh, you don't need me. Go tell your nan. Go make her feel sorry for you. You don't get your hands off me. Don't you dare touch me.
When did I get to choose? Did I choose that the whole whanau lied to me, that they keep secrets?
You know what I've learned? Your future doesn't have to be written by your past. When I heard about the Matanui program being available, I was thinking this is just what we needed, because our community, I would say, is in crisis with the issue of youth suicide.
The reality for them is that sometimes they get isolated and they can feel like they are the only ones that are living with that. And
so you have this crazy situation of you're trying to address an issue and you can't use the language that has been used by the people that you're talking to.
The reality is it's still happening, something has to be done, and that's what I liked about Matanui, was that it was a positive presentation on the issues that are controversial and are happening for our kids.
So it was a way of addressing an issue without getting hung up about suicide, but to address the complexity of family relationships, the intensity of what's happening.
I think the Matanui program was great. It was relevant for our kids. It allowed them to have some space and realise that some of the issues that they were facing are not just isolated to them.
I noticed when I looked around the hall, everyone's eyes were just mesmerised or just sealed to those young people up on the stage. And they were totally engaged. You could see their raw emotion of tears at times I witnessed.
Personally, I was really pleased that it came into the school because it deals with the tough issues. It presented the issues that kids face every day.
The presentation was current and it was relevant.
You had people that our children could relate to.
Just the concept of young people coming in, presenting a story that was deep, emotional, engaging.
We covered the whole school from year 7 to year 13 and we had a really, really fantastic response from that.
The auditoriums were filled with laughter. They weren't filled with anxiety.
The vast majority were just engaged in the story, engaged in how it was evolving.
There was a lot of conversations from students afterwards and people rallied around each other to help each other, and of course we had support agencies that came to the school and introduced themselves, which was fantastic for the students to be able to reach out to them.
So post the presentation, the students went into groups and into what we call the workshops, and from those workshops, the role playing that occurred in those workshops, I think were very, very significant in terms of students assimilating information, assimilating ideas, and assimilating really future pathways for themselves and how they approach problems and who they approach, which everybody's been talking about.
The play helped with giving students different options of how to access support. So some of the support services were able to stand up and offer to meet them at a cafe outside of school time or engage them in a whole range of different ways.
So before the Matanui program, I had a lot of referrals that had come from the school and teachers who were concerned about students. After the Matanui program, definitely saw a rise in students coming and referring themselves basically, or coming to talk about their friend, to support their friend, and we would go from there.
You know, there's always somebody or something that we can talk to that will hear us.
Oh, get your hands off me, don't you dare touch me!
It's always shit. Just leave me alone.
Talk to me!
It's confronting in the plainest of packaging. No slick theatrical gimmicks, no stage. No lording over the audience, strictly eye to eye with the kids.
You knew that our dad killed himself.
We love you, Whanau.
Yeah, we love you.
Getting in their heads, calling it like it is when we should be calling it like it is.
Just connecting with real people.
All right, well, why didn't anybody tell me?
And with real people come real issues.
It's like life as it is. Things happen and they don't happen perfectly.
You told her.
What's happening here, a leap of faith and not without its challenges, daring to bring the subject of youth suicide out of the shadows.
No, it's better that I join my father.
Your father's deceased, Whanau.
Exactly.
Contentious?
Well, life is contentious, and to do nothing is to contentious them. I believe we need to talk about things if it's real and it's in our lives, but we talk about it in context.
It's out there and it's happening, and the reality is that our kids are facing these issues every day, and often they face it on their own.
What did she say?
Stuff.
The reality in Northland particularly grim last year, with the self-inflicted deaths of 19 young people, compared to an annual average of 5.
I can see you're hurting, but there's nothing wrong with you.
What would you know?
Given the delicacy, how brave is this?
I think it's really brave. We're sort of pushing the boundaries here. I think it comes with a bit of risk, obviously, because we are opening up some sensitive issues for our rangatahi.
No, my father, and I have a sister, and I can give them nothing.
If you're just going to keep sweeping it under the carpet, then nothing positive is going to happen, no positive change is going to occur.
Does this play talk to you in any way, personally?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it does. Yeah, because we all have our different obstacles that we can't face, that we don't think we can face.
You've been drinking?
No.
Many of those teenage difficulties traversed as the play urges students to find strength and resilience through the support of others.
I'm here for you.
The R word is resilience. Resilience. Resilience.
It just needs the courage, the boldness, the fearlessness to actually say, look, I can't do it by myself. Give me a hand.
See, you're all in on it together. I'm out of here.
What do we wait?
That was their lives represented. It was authentic, and our kids respect authenticity.
Because that's what they know.
Yeah. Our kids are real. They haven't got time for people who are fakes or phonies, so they will respond when they know the person is authentic and there for them.
Are you okay? You're not looking so good.
Just leave me.
It was touching, I think, for me, having been in some of those situations, it was really touching to me.
I think it was very powerful. Very.
A nervous giggle can mean more than just like it's actually funny. It's more like you've gotten through to someone.
You can get there too, Whanau.
It's very satisfying to have the honour to be able to do work like this.
So you're doing good?
Yes, we're definitely doing good.
I think anyone can take something from this. The show, obviously, it deals with very real issues in everyday lives that kind of get swept under the rug, so I think anyone could learn or benefit from watching the show.
It is okay to talk about things, and it is okay that you go through stuff, but you can get out of it.
This particular subject sort of has been there for a number of years. Originally a guy sort of came to me and said, you've got to do another show, after I'd done a similar sort of production. And he asked me specifically to do it about the struggles that young people are confronting in terms of their life choices.
Because it's a message that's kind of been slept on for a while, I guess. It's about time that something like this is shared, since it's quite a big problem, up here especially, or just anywhere really.
I think anyone could learn or benefit from watching the show.